How to deal with attachments. How to deal with attachments. Well, you first log in, and then you need something to attach to in SAP Business One, and I'll choose an order, a sales order. So if you do get orders, and if you know the ID of the order, you do an HTTP get like this. If you don't know the ID, you can see all the orders, all of them, but you can filter by specific IDs. 537 is the last one that I have. Probably whatever. So 537. And then the point with attachments is that the attachments element is treated separately. So basically you create an attachment first and then you tell the order the link to the attachment by ID. So in my case, the attachment entry is 664. And to see what's inside that element, 664, you do an HTTP get over attachments to 664. And you do a send, and that's what is inside. How we can add to this element of attachments? There are two ways. You can do a patch. That means, from my experience, from what I've tested, it will always just add a new entry at the end. And a put will redefine the entire list inside the attachment element. So if I do a put and I remove one of them, I'm changing it so that it removes the second attachment. So now if I do a get over 664, it will only have one. So it removed the other attachment. So the put will always take what you say, exactly the list you need. That means that if you want to add something at the end, you have to always specify what was before it. But if you do a patch, it will add to it. So I'm going to just remove the first element and choose another PDF from here and put it here. So if I do the patch thing, you will just append. So now if I do a get, you will have three of them, the last one being at the end. So if you want to manipulate this list, you need an HTTP put and remove attachments. So with the HTTP put, you have full control over the list. With the patch, you will always add at the end. And you can remove from here the other properties because you don't need them, including this. So, okay, and then this. As I said, if I send this, it will not make any changes effectively because I still have three attachments, but if I remove one of them, it will update my list in SAP as well to only two. Now, the entire premise that I started from was that the order has already an attachment entry. You can see it in SAP as well. So it already has attachments next to it. But what happens, what if I want to remove the link between the order and the attachments? In that case, you patch the order with the attachment entry set to null. It doesn't mean it removes the attachments objects, it just breaks the link between the order and the attachments. So now this has as an effect, it removes the link in SAP. If I want to put the link back, what was my ID? 664. 664, you put the link back. And now the attachments will be back. Now, but if this is null, that means the order doesn't have attachments yet. So what do we do then? So it doesn't have an attachment yet. Well, first we need to create the attachment element and then link it to the order. So if I want to create a new attachment element, I do an HTTP post towards attachments 2, and I specify my file. Obviously, this is a local file. On the computer you make the call from. So if I hit send here, it will give me the ID 666. And then I can patch my order with my attachment entry. So now we'll only have one, 666. And that's it. Pretty much what I wanted to show about attachments. If you want to delete an attachment for some reason, this is not allowed by the service layer. I couldn't get it to delete. It's saying I'm not allowed to remove. Even though I'm removing the link and it's not in use, whenever I try to delete an attachment, it doesn't let me. The most I can do with it is clear it of data and only keep, let's see, one attachment and then no attachments. All right, so now this one doesn't have any attachments. If I call it, is it still there? Yeah, it's there, but without lines. Can I delete it now? No, service layer doesn't allow me to delete it, but you can remove the entries from it. Don't know why, but that's pretty much all there is. So if you have a base document without attachments, you first create the attachment and then you update the base document with the attachment entry. If you already have the attachment entry against your base document, then you update the attachment element with an HTTP put or with an HTTP patch to append at the end of it. That's it. Bye.